the way I would describe watching this movie is it feels like you're watching a video game, but there's flashbacks in between that make you feel like you're watching an actual movie. Return to Silent Hill tells the story of James going back to search for his lost love after receiving a letter for help. Now, full disclosure, I have not played any of the Silent Hill games. I have seen the first Silent Hill, which I thought was fine. I mean, I thought it was okay at best. But I didn't have any expectations for this movie. And the first thought I had leaving the theater was, after I am confused, was this only makes sense in the fact that it is based off a video game. If this was just another regular movie that was not based off a video game, it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever at all. But that being said, this is technically a bad movie. It is based off its source material video game, but then again, they could have done a much better job. That doesn't make you feel like you're watching a video game. Let's talk about the mix, because I tried to think of pros for this movie, but I can't think of any. The one I could really think of, it collided so much with mixed already. I can't put it in as positive. It just collides too much when I really try to think about it. And the mix is going to be easily that it feels like you're watching a video game. This goes from how it's shot, which, I mean, it is interesting that it feels like it. The dialogue, the characters, the choices. This could also go against for cliches, but then again, with it feeling a video game, I'm more or less on that. The setting itself, I think at some points the setting felt like you're watching a live stream of a video game, and then there was one scene where it's like you're like immersed in the video game. And when you put that all together, it's a very mixed based off the source material. I didn't entirely hate it all the time, but I didn't love it either. Another mix I want to give it is there was a really good performance, and when he has a choice to save his love. I think that scene was acted very well. It's a small, very small part of the movie, but I like that part. And I wanted to give that a pro. However, the way the flashbacks are, it feels like you're watching an actual movie. The way it collides with everything, I just can't. But I do think that scene was acted well when he had to make that choice to save his love. I think that one little scene was acted very well. And let's go ahead and talk about the negatives. And one of the main things, like I said before, does not make sense. And this could easily be my own confusion. As I said, I have not played the video game, any of the video games in this case at all whatsoever. So when we got towards the end, because in the middle, I was like, kind of like, okay, well, how long is this movie gonna be? Then we got to the end, and once he did one sequence to kind of save his love, that confusion's there before, but like I was so confused every sequence. I was like trying to put it together. And they make a move where one character you see throughout, and I don't fully understand that choice either. Are you saying like this is like due to parts of a character, or is she manipulating everyone? That's confusing. The way that you get there is confusing. Is he alive? Is he dead? I think he's dead. That's my own opinion. Comment down below if you think he's alive or dead. We go to the ending, and is it like a rotating thing? But then again, we have a different start. So it was kind of all over the place, and the last few minutes I was genuinely so confused that I still cannot explain it, because I am still very confused with that effect. And that is the best way I can explain that I was confused without spoiling it. Another negative is going to be the CGI. Was it not bad at some points? Yes. But was it atrociously bad at some points? Yes. The ending part, there's a fire. And it's a very long scene, so it just looked very bad. And the design of the creatures themselves, I didn't entirely hate. I think they were fine, but then again, you gotta throw them in with that, because there's some that look better than others. And it's just all over the place, honestly. It's just not great. Another negative I really want to give it to is the runtime. In the middle part, I think it's like an hour 45, hour 46. It feels longer when watching it. The middle part, I was generally like, man, how long is this movie? It wasn't like watching Night Patrol where I was like checking the time, but I'm like, how long is this movie? So it just feels a little, the middle part of the runtime is just not a great setting with everything going on in the movie. I'm like, Another realism thing, and this can go back to the confusion part, but what happened, right? We see James like two places at one point. I'm so confused. They do like a reality switch. It did work for me because I was confused. Like, is he somewhere else? Is he here? Is in his mind? It's all very confusing, and I do not understand it. Is it Silent Hill messing with him? I am very confused. So if anyone can explain to me, that would be greatly appreciated. And if I am missing the point, I'm like, yeah, play the games, you don't know. I'll accept that, but it is a bad movie. Let's talk about some spoilers. I also wanted to add, in the beginning, when the movie first started, for the first minute to 2 minutes, it felt like I was watching a car ad for a sports car, which was a very interesting way to start the movie, and it does not match the rest of the movie, but I do want to mention the first 2 minutes did feel like that for me. James gets the letter, right? First of all, how's that possible, right? So she's in Silent Hill. Silent Hill only affects outside Silent Hill. If you want to think past that and ignore that part, like movie magic or Silent Hill stuff, the ending doesn't entirely make sense to me, right? We get introduced in flashbacks to their love story, and are they saying that he kind of reset time and he drove the opposite way and they can be together forever? Or is it another, like, kind of like they left Silent Hill and it's in his mind and it's kind of like a dream? Or it just doesn't make sense in a movie form, and I was very confused by that. Another confusion, how did we get to that point? Because he is into Silent Hill, and there was one point there was like his therapist, although she was working with the cult storyline, which didn't entirely hate that, but again, I was kind of uninterested in the movie length time for some reason. It just didn't entirely click for me. But so much confusion towards the end that I can't even explain. So he saves her towards the end, right? Like, she's dead, but she's not dead at the end. It's so confusing. And then the 3 girls that we follow, she says, what are my 3 middle names? So is she saying that she is those 3 individual girls, like the Mary he knew and the little girl and the girl he first met? Is that like individual parts of her? That I didn't fully grasp either. I thought they were fully their own people. I don't know if they are or not, but then again, the names, it is all confusing. The CGI, like I said, it was not great. The actual look of them, I didn't entirely hate all of the time. The nurses looked fine to me, but just the CGI fire and certain effects just did not ring very well. And the decisions, oh my god. The thing that really annoyed me the most about James was he had a phone flashlight with him when he should not have turned it on. He was hiding in a closet for one monster, and was like, he had his flashlight on when he was hiding, pointed towards where it was going on, like he was obviously gonna get found. Like, video game or not, you should turn your phone off. Like, I can't. And the way, like I said before, it feels like we're watching a video game is the character interactions. It's just like, the choices feels like you're watching it, and the shot, it's just so much. And I can't explain this movie very well because I'm confused. And so overall, this is technically a bad movie. It is very confusing to me. I don't understand towards the end. I think it was having confusion. But will this be a case like the Friday Nights at Freddy's 2, where FNAF fans absolutely loved it, and Silent Hill 2 fans will absolutely love this one? Maybe. But comment down below what you thought of Return to Silent Hill, if you liked it or didn't like it, and if you were confused as well, or if you can clear up that confusion. Comment down below, and I will see you guys very soon.